If you grew up in a Tier 1 Indian city with decent health insurance, you've probably never really worried about healthcare. Doctor, you book one today, you're there tomorrow. Need an X-ray, walk into any diagnostic center, pay 1,000 rupees and get results by the end of the day. Even surgery, if you have the money, you have the access. But the moment you land in Canada or the UK or the US, the rules change completely. And it's not about better or worse, it's about understanding how different healthcare actually is around the world. Let's be honest about India first. For the middle to upper middle class or for working professionals with corporate health insurance, Indian healthcare is incredibly efficient. You have immediate access to specialists, full body scans the same week you decide you need one, medicines a fraction of the cost abroad. A 50 rupee generic medicine here could easily be $50 elsewhere. But, and this is important, this is reactive healthcare. We wait until something breaks and then we fix it. Really fast. Air quality, among the worst globally. Stress, sky high. Food adulteration, rampant. We've built a system that treats sick people brilliantly, but not one that keeps people from getting sick. Now here's something most people never think about. What if you're not in a metro? What if you meet with an accident on a highway? India has the highest road fatality rates in the world. Not because doctors aren't skilled, but because critical care on highways doesn't exist. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't have money, the healthcare experience is completely different. Government hospitals are overwhelmed. Doctors seeing 200 patients a day, 200 hearts, 200 decisions. That's not healthcare. That's survival mode, even for the most qualified professionals. Now let's talk about what happens when you move abroad. First shock, you can't just walk into any hospital for non-emergencies. There's something called as a triage system, where you have a family doctor who's your primary care physician, and they're your gatekeeper for everything health related. Need a specialist? Referral. Need an MRI? Approval. And then you wait some more. Elective procedures, knee replacements, non-urgent scans, even surgeries can take months. I've had friends worth 6 months for something they could have done in India in just 6 days. But when there's a real emergency, a heart attack, an accident, something life-threatening, you're seen immediately. The system prioritizes urgency, not money. In fact, in countries like Canada, there are no private hospitals. In the UK, similar. However, in the US, well, the complete opposite. Almost everything is private and expensive. People literally go bankrupt without insurance. The US is the only developed nation that doesn't have publicly funded healthcare, which is quite shocking as they spend more money on the military than keeping their citizens healthy. But in the rest of the world, here's what surprised me. Doctors here have zero financial incentive to overtreat you. No pushing for unnecessary C-sections, no extra stents, no inflated bills. They recommend what you need, not what makes them money. And your family doctor knows your entire medical history. They think long term, not fixing the problem today and send you home tomorrow. You know what the biggest difference is? It's not the hospitals, it's the lifestyle. People abroad are forced to stay healthy because if you get sick, you're waiting. So they exercise, they eat cleaner, they manage stress better. Prevention isn't optional, it's survival. Back in India, we have amazing reactive care. If something goes wrong, we fix it fast, if we can pay for it. But abroad, especially in Canada or Australia, the entire system is built on keeping you healthy before you get sick. That 3-month wait I mentioned, annoying? Yes, but it taught me something. Take care of your body. The cavalry isn't coming immediately. There's a reason medical tourism to India is huge. Indians abroad fly back for elective surgeries because you get world-class healthcare, zero waiting, and a fraction of the cost. But there's also a reason people stay abroad, because when healthcare isn't about money, when everyone gets the same treatment, there's a different kind of security. So, which system is better? Honestly, it depends on what you value. If you want speed, choice, and instant access, you have the money. India is unmatched. If you want preventive care, urgent care reliability, and no risk of bankruptcy, living abroad makes sense. But here's what I've realized. The best healthcare system is the one that makes you take responsibility before you even need a hospital. Because no matter where you live, India, Canada, the US, the body you're given is the one that you've got. So take care of it. The healthcare system is just the backup plan. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. And if you're an NRI or planning to move abroad, drop a comment. What's been your healthcare experience? Let's talk.